I also struggle with like codependency, like neediness, like clinginess to someone, because it's like, for
Yeah.
me, I feel like with all that overthinking I used to do, I would
Yeah.
never want to be alone or by myself, because that's just all I would constantly do and think about. And so like, how do I get over that clinginess and like enjoy being alone, like enjoy my single life, not feel like I need someone else, like those codependent behaviors.
So are you in a relationship right now?
I'm not. I'm single right now.
Okay. So this comes from your brain too. Have you seen the video I made about jealousy?
Yeah, I have seen.
Okay. So it's that. So when you, let's say something happened in your childhood where that pattern came up of like, oh, I feel safe when someone's around me. I need someone around me. Um, and they can't leave me because it hurts so much. Maybe someone left you. Da, 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 da. So then you with a girl, and since your brain, you trained your brain that this is something that you never want to experience anymore. You told your brain, okay, watch out. I never want to feel this pain because you didn't let that pain like flow through you. You found
Mhm.
patterns to stuff it down. So you told your brain, okay, we don't do this anymore. You can't let that happen anymore. So your brain's like, okay, I'm your best friend. I'm gonna show you all the things that could be potentially dangerous. So any text message that is sent too short by the girl, anytime she turns around, seems cold. Anytime she has gives attention to someone else, your brain gives out alert, alert, alert. You know, and even if like a few alerts might be valid, but it overcompensates. It goes crazy. It gives you all these alerts. So the emotions come up. So your whole vision is blurry. Like you don't see clearly anymore. And then
Mhm.
when that first of you push someone away because you're super needy, but second is what you really want to do is focus on your values and what you want to do. So even in the relationship, it's like set intentions. What do I want to do in this relationship? What are my intentions? What are my intentions with this person? Do I want to have a fun time? Do I want to travel a lot? Do I want to have sex? Do I want to do these things with her? And then do the values. And when the feelings of insecurities come up, have them and keep doing the values. Because guess what's happening? Your brain is like, no, what are you doing? You told us this is dangerous. Your brain doesn't speak language. So your brain doesn't understand language. It only understands what you react to. So it gives you any thoughts and feelings to protect you from danger, which you react to. It doesn't even know what it's saying. It gives you anything. If you're jealous about another guy, it gives you images, it gives you feel, whatever it is, just for you to do something about it to protect you. Now, if you don't do that and you have the feelings, but you can't only have the feelings, you need to have the feelings and do something. Because if you only have the feelings, you just do the shadow work thing and you just do nothing. And you still tell your brain that this is important because you don't do nothing. But if you have the feelings and enjoy the date, go to the date with her, go on a running track, do things, your brain is like, oh, wait a second. Carter, he doesn't react to those images anymore. So I guess it's not important to him anymore. So let's not give him the images anymore and let him do the things he wants to do. And your brain literally changes. It's like you will not feel jealous anymore. And then the less jealous you feel, also then less more attractive you are also, but also don't put one person on a pedestal. So what I mean is like that person might come, yeah, and person might cheat on you, be this or, but then don't think you all like you will meet another person. But the thing is, you want to build your character instead of hanging on a person. So you building your character by be like, okay, fuck it, I have these thoughts, still do the things I value. Of course, if that person does something that you don't value, you be like, no, fuck that. You communicate that. If they still keep doing it, be like, bye, and keep it moving. Because you teach your brain, oh, I can have these feelings, I can have these thoughts and still do the things. You will become more and more confident. When you become more and more confident, more and more people will be attracted to you. And then uh, you have a choice. You know, instead of one girl, you have the choice of 100. Ask me some questions about this. Like, I want to see what you understood.
So basically like say for example, I get that feeling of like that anxiety that comes up, like
Yeah.
something happens in a relationship. It used to happen all the time. Like I get super anxious about something.
And then you start ruminating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it
So this
like
feeds that. Don't let it feed each other. What you're doing is you have the feelings and do something that you want to do with all the feelings.
so do I even pay attention to like up here like the thoughts, or do I just pay attention to the
Look,
feelings and then just do what I love?
what you would do is you get that insecure thought, and then the then you would talk back. You would like, no, I can fix this. Let me just work out more. Let me just meditate more. Let me just be a more attractive person just to fix this. This is still discussing. You're still discussing. That means you still give that thought power. That means if you give that thought power, that means the brain knows, oh, this is still important to him. He discusses that. But if you say, oh, I can have all the feelings and all the thoughts, the brain doesn't know language. It doesn't know what it gives you. It knows only you react to it. So if you don't react to it and you do something that you love, the brain over time is like, oh, at first it will give you even more because it's like this person doesn't react to it. It's like if a person runs on the street and you always told that there's a car coming and you still go closer to the street, someone's gonna scream louder. So the brain's gonna scream louder at first, but you keep going, and it literally changes. And there's gonna be anxiety, but the anxiety is like a curve. It's gonna go up, up, up. On some point, it's just gonna go down, and you changed.
Okay. So like for example,
Yeah,
I used to always get these feelings like when I was in a past relationship, like when I would like drop her off or dip out or something like that. Like I just get that like that feeling of like anxiety and feeling of unsafety when I was by myself. And so like when that happens again, because you like it will, eventually it will.
yeah,
Like I literally just I let that feeling be and just go do what I love. Just like let it be there.
yeah. Have you done that before?
I haven't. I never have. I always would try and like soothe it or do something.
No, no, because it's the same thing that, and I used to think that it's the same thing that a lot of people do when they have panic attacks. They think that you should do breathing techniques.
Hmm.
But even doing the breathing techniques, sometimes it can help a little bit. But doing the breathing techniques is you telling your brain that this panic attack is still important to you. But if you actually would say, oh, yeah, give me that panic attack, give me that, that's good. Then you would tell your brain, oh, and it would actually not give you that panic attack.
Damn.
So by you trying to soothe something, you tell your brain this is still important to you. And the brain gives you more things for you to soothe. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that makes sense because I feel like in my life, like whenever I try and like get rid of a feeling or like whenever I try and do this to like myself or do all that, like just a million more thoughts would come. So like instead, just literally like when that feeling of like the fear of being alone comes up, just say fuck it and let it be there.
Let it, like, yeah, have it and do something that you love, that you value.
And just
Maybe
don't
go
fight it.
to a
Just let
dog
it
walk.
be.
Maybe what?
Like don't fight it. Just let it be. Just let it sit there.
No, why would you fight it?
That's a good ass point.
Do you think it's gonna like go away if you fight it?
I wish it did.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, if the world would be um, different, and you could it would work with fighting it, I would teach that to you. But
Right.
it's not. So you have to have it and do the thing you love. The brain doesn't know what it gives you. Always think about that. Remember, even the most logical the thought is, the brain only knows you react to it because you told it that it's dangerous. There's some people who do math tests and they're chill as fuck because they don't even care about school. Some people who like learn a lot and it's so dangerous to them that they forget half of it. I used to forget so much because I thought school was so important. And I was so smart always, but I forgot like half of it.
Right.
all these spiritual TikTokers, YouTubers, all this stuff is, yeah, they make viral videos, but in the end, it's overcompensation. It's overthinking. It's all thinking. It's all ideas. It's all just ideas. The world is doing what you love. And the problem that people did before was, yeah, they were doing what they loved, but they were still fighting with the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an equation, right? And of course, like I'm not saying stop meditating. Like meditation is great but meditation is actually you having the feelings and the thoughts and focusing on your breathing. So you focus on something that's valuable to you and you have the feelings and the thoughts. So you actually practice. It's a good practice for regular life. Does it make sense?
Yeah, so for meditating, like in my like for example, like because I'm thinking about just going on a walk because that shit actually sounds exciting after this.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like could I just do my meditating there, like just while I'm on my walk, just doing something
Yeah,
that
if you feel
exciting.
like it, but check it out. Don't avoid a meditation. If you sit down, a lot of people are like, I can't meditate. All these thoughts, all these emotions come up. Don't avoid emotions and thoughts. Sit down, have the feelings and have the thoughts. Some people think they have to be peaceful to meditate. You don't have to be peaceful to meditate. It's normal that patterns come up because your brain is like, you're wasting time. This is not what we're doing. We're not supposed to just sit here and focus on our breath. That's stupid. What are you doing? You can't do that anymore. Stop. And then it only gives you all these thoughts and feelings because you pay attention to it. And then people pay attention to it. They're like, oh, I don't meditate right. There's thoughts and feelings coming. I have to it says to me I have to be more productive. Oh, I have to get milk. Oh, I have to do this. Okay, let me just do that. Reacted to it, and that's not meditating. Meditating is having all the thoughts, feelings, and just focusing on your breath. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely be doing that then. So I literally like just I'll let any feeling come up, any thought, and just focus on the breathing.
Meditation, yeah. So and then or you can do sound, for example, binaural beats. Like then you focus on the sound, or you could focus on the feeling in your body. There's many things you can do, but don't get into a conversation with the thoughts and feelings. See the
So
clouds. You
like
wouldn't go. Okay, here I'll give you a comparison. Mark Freeman talks about this. He's great. So you go outside and you're like, oh, the sky is not supposed to be blue. The sky is supposed to be blue. But if you fight with the thought, it's the same thing. Thoughts and feelings are like the sky and the clouds. You're not going to go outside and get a nervous breakdown because a cloud isn't the shape that you wanted it to be. You're like, oh, this cloud. And same thing with thoughts. The negative thoughts, the brain doesn't know what it gives you. It just knows you react to it. And it wants to protect you because you told it it's dangerous. I used to have this and still have this sometimes where it's like, I used to think I only can think positive. And then with that, I told my brain, oh, you can't think negative. And I got so good at thinking positive that on some point I got scared of negative. So then the brain is like, oh, let me give you more of that. Let me give you more of that. Does that make sense?
yeah, that actually does make sense because it's like I guess it's just like being in resistance and all the negative. It's just gonna give you more negative.
Yes, exactly. There was this cool saying on TikTok. I really liked it. Trying to be positive is negative, and accepting negative is positive.
So like because I know like I've had like intrusive thoughts during this this session like that would like pop up in my head, and so when those thoughts come up, do I try and just
No, you don't
pay?
discuss with them.
So instead of discussing with them, do I just let them be there and just pay attention to what I'm doing?
I love you smart because you are trying to apply it to this moment. That's perfect. So yes. So you have the feelings and thoughts, and then you come back to right now. Like it's good to be
Just
mindful.
come back to the present.
Yes. So come back to I'm here, you are here. And then we like, okay, I'm here, and you like, okay, what is it that would be fun right now? What is it that I want to know? What is it that I'm curious about? What is it that I'm interested in? But sometimes, and this is going to be a practice because sometimes a thought will tell you, oh, find out about this. We need to find out about this to be safe. anything that your thoughts tell you to be safe is a compulsion, because life is uncertainty.
Right.
So, but allowing the uncertainty and then being like, okay, what do I want to give to myself and what do I want to give to others? So what do I want to give right now? And then that's not a compulsion. That's something that you actually value, something that you love, something that you want to give, something that you want to give to yourself. That's something that you can do in this moment.